It was December 13th of Space Century 0, Imperial Century 0. A YouTuber by the name of King_Recon, or King Recon II, decided to start off the 12 Days of Greatness discussing what is recorded and considered to be Santa Hat level. The following was recorded as his thoughts on the first 80 episodes of Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 12 Days of Greatness. This year, once again, we're going to be doing the 12 Days of Awesome Sauce, man. Not only that, but you guys know in previous years, I would do a combination of, like, things from other years, like Hueco Mundo Arc and Bleach, or Marone Base and Hitman Reborn. This year, I'm going to keep it more to stuff that I've watched this year, man. To keep it to be a true 12 Days of Awesome Sauce of 2018, man. And what better to start this off? What better to start this off than the series that has consumed me for the past, like, month and a half to 2 months, man. To the series that when I wake up and I go to bed, bro, I need to have it, man. It needs to enter the soul. What better series to start off the 12 Days of Greatness than Legend of the Galactic Heroes, man? Listen to me, bro. I'm gonna keep this as spoiler-free as possible, because I want people to really check this series out, man. It is awesome sauce. I have watched 80 episodes, and this series has the potential to be a true favorite, man. When I say a true favorite, man, I'm talking about a true amongst my Mount Rushmore of series, man. It's just that there's certain series that connect with you on a personal level, man, and Legend of Galactic Heroes is one of those series for me. For those of you that have been following my channel for a very long time, you know that I prioritize characters and character interactions almost more than anything, because I feel like whenever you establish great characters and great character interactions, establishing the story afterwards is easy. Because as long as you have the characters that you care about, put them in whatever scenario, and it'll work. At least that is truly what I believe, right? And this series, already, I'm not finished with it yet. But I can tell you right now that at the very least, the two main characters in Reinhard and in Yang Wengli, by the time it's all said and done, I can guarantee they're both going to be my top 10 favorite characters. I can guarantee it. Because the way that the writer of this series, I'm not sure who wrote it. I know that it was originally a novel, and I can't wait to read those novels before or after I finish the series. But I know that it was written, and whoever wrote the series, man, massive props. And the person who, and the group of individuals who adapted this into the anime, massive props to them as well. Because this series is a masterpiece so far, man. This series has been absolutely incredible so far, man. Characters, man. Characters, bro. And it's the small stuff for the characters, man. Like, it really, really is. It's the smallest of details. And I look at characters like a Rubinsky. And I look at characters like a Julian Mincy, or like a Shenkop, or like an Attenborough, or like a Royenthal, or a Mittermeier. And I look at these characters, and I say, you know, even though they aren't the two main, part of like the two main characters per se, but they're characters that whenever they're on screen, because of what has been established so far with not only the characters but the stories that accompany them, it always has me interested, man. And I feel like every single time that I see them, I'm interested in them even more than I was the last. And especially true for characters like Julian and Royenthal and those type of characters, man. Like, every single time I see them, I'm like, yo. And whenever something genuinely good happens to them, I'm legit happy for them, man. Legit happy for them. And it's great. Characters aside, dialogue, man. Dialogue, bro. You know, I have Metal Gear Solid to the standard that I have it because of its dialogue. Bro, Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Some of the stuff that gets said in this series hits me right in the soul, man. Like, legit, bro. Young says some stuff that hits me right in the brain and in the heart. My man Reinhard, though, hits some stuff that hits me directly in the soul, bro. I don't know. I connect a lot with both of them, but on certain levels, man, yo, Reinhard, that's like, I understand, bro. I understand, my guy. But at the same time, I also understand Young, man. It's great because it's like they both represent the best and worst out of human beings, man. It's fascinating how they managed to, how the writers managed to balance that perfectly. It's crazy. And then you accompany that with the insane and incredible battles, man. I'm in the middle of one right now that had me sweating. I mean, the battles take place in space are out of this world. And even whenever they aren't battling, the stuff happening on the ground, the strategies beforehand, setting up the characters, and certain situations are going down, promotions, things going on in their lives. I mean, just great stuff. The political aspect of it. I mean, it's fantastic, bro. It is so good. And just something for it just being an anime. Just something as a personal preference for me. If you guys have watched Hunter x Hunter 2011, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Gintama, just as examples, you know how sometimes in those series, in the ending theme will start playing before the episode ends. I love when series do that. I absolutely love when series do that. Like, I remember whenever I was first watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and they started doing that, I was marking out, man. Like, I love that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and it brings up some memorable moments. And with Galactic Heroes, whenever that happens, they do it because they do it for both the ending and the opening. As you saw, like in the intro to this video, kind of like that. When the episode starts off with a narrator, and that is an amazing narrator, by the way, man. Because the narrator has a monotone voice, but it works. It works for telling history. It works for this situation, bro. And I'm like, yo, this dude is amazing. Like, I can listen to this man speak history to me, and I did for 2 episodes. And y'all know what 2 episodes I'm talking about, man. Dude, those... Well, I'll get to that in a sec. I'll get to that in a sec. But the narration is out of this world. But going back to the ending and opening thing, that's just a little small thing that I personally love, and this series does it so well, man. Because the credits will start playing, and then you'll have, like, for example, like Reinhard looking out into the sky. The credits start playing, the music hits, the episode's ending, and he spits some fire, man. Of course, always ending it with Fräulein Marindorf. Always gets me, man. But yeah, like, an example like that, man, it just hits home. And when the episode starts off with no full opening, but the narrator with the opening instrumental in the background, man, you know it's gonna be a good episode, bro. And they haven't been doing it as much recently, but back whenever they were doing it a lot, man, that was always awesome sauce. And that's just a personal thing for me, man. I really like whenever animes do that. But going back to what I was saying earlier with the narrator, man, dude, there was like, I think it was 1 or 2 particular episodes so far in the series that are legit episodes that I wish so many other series could have, man. Legit, and I don't know if I would consider this a spoiler or not. I don't think it will be, but just whatever. I'm just gonna say it anyway. There's an episode that you legit look at the history of the series, of the series itself, the history of the world of the series. And it is so fascinating because it's done in a documentary style, in the same way you would watch something on the History Channel or on Netflix or something. And for me, as a documentary lover, as a person who loves documentaries and history, to have that presented in this story as an actual history to the story and the world of the story itself, the history of the story. And I'm like, dude, I love this. I wish more series would do this, man. And just the small stuff like that, it adds to the overall experience so much, man. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so much. It has been a wonderful ride so far, and like I said, I'm taking it slowly but surely through. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I just start blitzing through episodes. But I'm really trying to really savor and enjoy it as much as adventure as possibly can. Because I know once it's over, man, it's gonna be over, bro. It is gonna be over. And it's gonna leave a massive hole in my soul, as every good series does whenever I finish it. But so far, man, this series has been absolutely amazing. And like I said before, if it continues on this roll, there is no doubt in my mind this is going to end up being one of my favorite series in this entire medium. It's gonna be up there on that Mount Rushmore of series that I truly just love, man. Screw it being a fantastic masterpiece in of itself so far, but just to me and what I love in this medium, and to me and what I really enjoy in anime, man. Galactic Heroes has been hitting on all cylinders in all of those facets, bro. And I really love it. I really love it, man. And I know that I get asked quite often in the Discord, like, who do I like more between Reinhardt and Young? And even my friend Ibrahim, who I try to keep him updated on where I'm at as well. But you know, they always ask me who to like more between Young and Reinhardt. And the thing is it changes so often, bro, because one of them will do something and I'll be like, oh, and then the other one will do something and I'm like, yeah. But just, it's like I can relate so much to both of them, but I feel like I can find more of myself in Reinhardt in a lot of certain situations, especially when it comes to his flaws. When it comes to Reinhardt's flaws and his aspirations, I can relate to him so much. But when it comes to a couple other things, I can relate to Young Win Lee as well. But it's been awesome sauce, man, and it is one of those series that you just, at least for me, it's like, man, I'm grateful I got into this medium so that I could watch a series like this. It's giving me the same vibe that I had while reading Steel Ball Run and a couple other series that I consider to be these series that really affected me on a personal level, man. I'm enjoying it a lot, man. But I wanted to talk about it here, and I was waiting until the 12 Days of Greatness because that way I would have enough episodes that I would have watched, and also I could talk about it in a way that would fit the channel with the 12 Days of Greatness as I do every year. At least I try to do every year. But I wanted to talk about Legend of Galactic Heroes, man. I really did, and I know by the time when the series ends, or whenever I finish the series, I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to talk about it again because I can just tell it's going to have that kind of impact on me whenever I finish it. But yeah, man, I mean, shout-outs to Hamza on Facebook. Shout-out to my boy Zaki, Ibrahim, John Brown, Bill, you know, all these awesome dudes who told me to watch Legend of the Galactic Heroes, man, because... And I know a couple of you as well here on YouTube, and the names are escaping me right now, but I've been told to watch the series for quite some time, and I'm so glad that I actually sat down and started watching it, because it's been an incredible experience, man. But that is it for this edition of the 12 Days of Greatness. If any of you have watched Legend of the Galactic Heroes, please, with no spoilers, down below, let me know what y'all like about the series. Please don't spoil. Like I said, I'm on episode 80. I'm on episode 80, man. Don't tell me what happens in the end or in the finale, because I really don't want to get spoiled. Hell, I'm so scared of spoilers. I haven't even searched up the openings or endings on YouTube. That's why I sung the opening myself in the thing. I legit put on headphones, put on the episode from episode 47 or something like that. Started listening to the opening and I hummed it. And that is the intro you saw right now. That is how much I'm dodging spoilers for Galactic Heroes, man, because I don't want to get spoiled in this greatness. But yeah, man, absolutely awesome series. Look forward to the rest of the 12 Days of Greatness, man. I'm hoping to talk about more series that I don't really get to discuss on the channel as often. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to do some for the series that I regularly cover. But I also really want to do some for series that I do not regularly cover, that I do read or watch, that I've caught up to, or whatever the case may be, because I feel like this is the best time to do so. Because normally you guys always hear me talking about the same series, but there are some other series that I do watch or read and that I don't cover or talk about on the channel, and I always use this time of the year to really talk about those. So look forward to that, man. I'll see y'all next time. Legend of the Galactic Heroes Awesome Sauce. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you have an awesome sauce of a day, and I'll see y'all next time, man.